Welcome to El Dipsomaniaco, Spanish Part 6, Forms of Regular Verb. Today's conversation. Lisa, what is your name? Mark. Hello, my name is Mark and you? Lisa, I am Lisa. Where do you study? Mark, I study in America. Where do you work? Lisa, I work at hospital. So, for us to complete this conversation, we will need to understand the forms of verb in Spanish and how they change their form depending on the subject. So, types of verb we have in Spanish are four. That is regular verb ending in AR, regular verb ending in ER, regular verb ending in IR, at last irregular verb. So verb and their forms, just like in English, where verbs change their form depending on the subject, like I eat, she eats, etc. Verbs change form in Spanish as well. However, the forms of verb in Spanish have many more variations. In this lesson, we will look at the variations of ending verb in AR only. Just a minute. Yeah. So you don't need to memorize each and every verb at this point in time, but it is important to understand how verbs change their form. A common regular verb ending in AR we have in English on the one hand, on the other hand in Spanish. So to walk translates to caminar. Then to study, estudiar. To teach, enseñar. To work, trabajar. To ask, preguntar. To take, tomar. To answer, contestar. Pronunciation tip. The che in trabajar takes up the sound of H. So it would be trabajar, not trabajar. Try yourself. So to study, estudiar, rest you can see here. On the next slide, we have answers. You can check if you are right. Moving on. All right, now let's learn how to use such verbs in conversation by learning the different forms they take. Forms of verbs ending in AR. To start using these verbs in conversation, we will need to understand forms they take depending on the subject. So let's take an example. To walk translates to caminar. That is verb ending in AR. So on the one hand, we have personal pronoun in Spanish as well as in English. Informal, formal, singular, plural use as well. On the other hand, verb ending in AR and then translation of it. What form does it take? So, yo translates to camino, ending in O. Nosotros caminamos. Tú, that is you informal singular, caminas. Vosotros, that is you informal plural, camináis. Ustad, you formal singular, camina. Ustedes, that is you formal plural, takes this verb as caminan. El ello, that is camina. Ellos, ellas, caminan. Too many forms, huh? Okay, this might look overwhelming at first, but ultimately you will find this simple and it will help you to get the right base for all your conversational needs. Uh, some tricks. That is second person formal and third person are exactly the same. How so? Okay. Ustad, that is you formal and singular, takes up the form of a. Ustad, that is you formal plural, that takes the form of an. Again, el, eja, that is singular, takes the form of a, and ajos, ajas, that is plural, takes the form of an. Okay, next we have pronoun plus forms of regular verb ending in AR. On the one hand, in English, the combine of them, and on the other hand, we have the same in Spanish. So I walk, yo camino, we walk, nosotros caminamos, you walk. Tú caminas, informal singular use. You walk, vosotros camináis, informal plural. You walk, that is usted camina, formal singular use. You walk, that is formal plural, that is ustedes caminan. He, she walks, él, ella, camina. They walk, ellos, ellas caminan. Okay, let's revise what I've learned so far. So we have personal pronoun yo takes up the sound of O. Verb ending in AR we are discussing. So nosotros takes the sound of amos. Tú, you informal singular takes the form of as. Vosotros, you informal plural takes the form is. Usted, you formal singular takes the form a. Ustedes, that is you formal plural takes the form an. El, ella takes the form a. Ellos, ellas takes the form of an. And we have try yourself here. I study translates to yo estudio. We have a hint here. To study translates to estudiar in Spanish. How we translate actually? So let's see. Uh, to study estudiar we have I, that is yo. Yo takes up the sound of O. So estudio. Estudiar, AR would be O. Estudio. So that would be yo estudio. You study. Informal singular, as. So estudias. You, that is informal. So that would be tú estudias. You study formal singular takes the form of a, that would be estudia, that is usted estudia. I travel translates to viajar, so it would be yo viajo. I work takes the sound of o, that would be yo trabajo. We have understand how the forms are used. So we'll continue in this topic later in the next video also with these particular points. We'll be discussing these things in the next video. Okay, thanks for watching. Have a good day.